for sure gonna be crooked. We are way past our contingency periods. My client doesn't want to wait any longer. I mean, there's no guarantee you guys are gonna follow through. Like I said, we haven't heard from an appraiser. An appraisal, loan contingencies are due 2 days ago. We don't even have that yet. So we have no contingencies. We've been in escrow for what? 18 days now, 20 days now. So it's like, my client doesn't want to give you any more time. You know, the lack of getting things done on time, like, we have no more time to wait. Like, my client doesn't want to, my client's canceling. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Guys, when you are in a transaction, you have a certain amount of time to get things done. When you work with an agent like that person who hasn't been able to get anything done on time, she just, in this crazy seller's market, she actually was able to get her offer accepted, and because they moved too slow, we're canceling on them. Like, when you get into escrow, you have to get things done in a certain amount of time. And sellers will just cancel and get other. We already have 3 backup offers. So who you work with matters, because now that person has spent money on a home inspection, spent money on getting their loan process, and now they're out that money. So cancel, move on to the next person. And when you work on the listing side, if you work with an agent who only does 5 deals a year, they need that deal to close. Like, they're not going to look up for their best interest. They're going to be like, hey, we're already in escrow, let's close this deal. It's like, no, cancel. Let's move on to the next deal. I think our home inspector's finally done, so let's go check this out. Let's get out of here, agent. We're doing podcasts. Podcast time.
Who are you doing it with?
The Bug Man.
Well, you got to set proper expectations, you know.
Exactly.
And if I go to a house and the sellers have been there for 50 years and I ask when's the last time your house has been inspected, they go, never. Well, I'm going to go, well, you're going to have termites.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, before even starting your fumigation repairs,
I saw you posted that about the rat
$1,000s.
thing too.
That was gnarly.
Yeah.
So the freaking this agent is double ending. It's 1.2 million. And the buyer's there, and she says, the home inspector said there's rats in the attic. And I was like, yeah, no big deal. And I'm kind of like in save transaction mode for this agent at this time, because she's going to clear $50,000, $60,000. And I'm like, I just want $95 so I can go home.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, you know, rats, all rats, all houses and rats. And she's like, my house doesn't. I was like, no, your house does. I'm telling you, all houses have rats in the attic. You just don't know they're up there. She's like, no, my house doesn't. I was like, listen, lady, I'll bet you $10,000 that you do have rats. She's like, okay, I'll take it. And I was like, oh shit. I said 1 in a billion that I'm gonna lose 10 G's that she doesn't have rats. But now I'm worried about, like, now I gotta try to walk her off the ledge because she's gonna freak out that she has rats, and then she's gonna panic attack, end up at the hospital. Now the real agent's really gonna get pissed.
She's
at
gonna
me.
die.
She's gonna die,
Yep.
right? And then they're gonna sue me for like a homicide, for aggravated assault. So those are kind of the realities come to. But if you're doing anything long enough, you realize what's gonna happen, you know. And I'm trying to be nice to this lady so she doesn't freak out, or these people that have been in a house for 30 years and don't expect a fumigation, or, you know, been in a house for 20 years and they're expecting a clear report because they have Terminex spray their house once every 3 months. People are just, you know, I would say like the dentist, the accountant, and the termite guy. Those are the 3 things that you have the appointment and you just hope it goes well.
Yeah.
I hope I don't get audited. I hope I don't have cavities, and I hope I don't have termites. Like, Yeah, but if you actually went through the processes and brushed your teeth and flossed and had regular checkups and you got your home inspected every year and you went to your accountant and updated every single month, you wouldn't have issues, right?
These did not think like I'm literally pulling at a spike towards my stomach. That worked.
There you go.
Heyo. That's for sure gonna be crooked.
I mean, you weren't wrong. It's extremely crooked. There you go.